basically not comfortable with herself. And that's the outside. I mean, we don't know how she is in the inside, only he does, and that's the reason he loves her for the way she is.
Consequence is that she becomes like attached, like too dependent on him, but like that's only like a what if. So I don't think it's like
big booty number 4. Before number 3.
Number 3, number 10.
Number 10, big booty.
That's what I told him. That's what I told him. He doesn't listen.
Think about how you get people to turn out, because that is always the measure of success. I mean, you're going to be more successful with the more people, the more power you have at an event. Realness in this video, if we were to think about if it's relevant to, current times, current relationships, and, if we think that there's some reality to it, how would we rate this? In December of 2010, a group of MEO leaders ventured to Fairfield Cinemas to see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. They went knowing their mission was to rate the relevance of the relationships to real life, rate the consequences for both positive and negative actions, rate the communication and equality between the characters, and rate the overall message of the movie. Here is what they found.
So I feel like it's nothing new to him. He's kind of just like, he's open to it, and I think he's tried to make it clear to both of them that he's no interest in Hermione.
Because in the beginning of the movies, it was kind of like, oh, who's gonna fall in love with who? Like it was like this great debate of Ron and Harry or Ron and Harry, Ron and Hermione or Hermione and Harry. So their names should not be so common.
Yeah, but if you, but the books itself, it says who falls in love and stuff. And I read the book myself. It's kind of confusing for the people who never read the book who just jumped into the movies.
Yeah,
it's very confusing.
They're just like, say what?
Because, they're thinking there's some, type of game going on between them. When really, the truth of the matter is, if you read the book, it's really nothing.
Yeah.
So the movies make it a little more confusing about that relationship, whereas the book is...
They make it more dramatic.
Yeah.
It's just, unnecessary sometimes. Like, in the book, it's not that, it's pretty, it's not set in stone, but it's pretty obvious that Harry respects that Ron and Hermione are not a couple, but they're together.
Your relationship, you gotta get rid of that if you want your relationship to work.
And I think it's funny that Hermione goes, I'm always mad at him. Like, it's just how that is. Because, I don't know, while it's not always good to be mad at the person you're with, I think it's true. You can't always expect to be happy 24/7 and just get over things, in a second. Because she said this still, doesn't change things when he showed up again. Because he walks up and he goes, hey, all awkwardly and weird, all beaten up, but So...
Yeah. How many times in movies do you see, when a guy or girl apologizes, it's like, oh, everything's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Hermione's like, no, I'm mad at you. You did something stupid, and you're not, forgiven for it yet.
Yeah, but girls do it all the time. It's kind of like reality itself.
It's real.
It's like, oh, you're back. You didn't even apologize the right way. Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Ron trying so awkwardly to be on Hermione's side again. He's like, oh yeah, we vote. And he's the only one voting.
Midnight sounded a lot better. Or Twilight, I think, sounded a lot better.
He's like, wait, no, Twilight, I like it better, actually. He's just trying to get along with, whatever she's saying just to be on her good side again. Which I think kind of shows that he's putting some effort towards it.
About that scene where Harry and Hermione dance, that could easily be taken to an extreme if we're talking about movies and they sort of mess things up. That could have easily been taken to that scene of, them getting romantic or making out or anything like that.
Yeah. I really thought they were gonna make out. Yeah.
I don't think it should have been.
I think the ending of the dance was confusing because their faces were like that.
Yeah.
But the rest of the dance, he was so goofy. It was really just easing the tension. Their best friend slash boyfriend is just deserted them. They have no idea what they're doing, and the simplicity of dancing with your best friend.
It's just having fun.
Just nice.
I dance with my best friend all the time, but we never meet like this with the heads.
I think it was just it's a movie.
That was a tension,
yeah. I think it's just it's a movie. People are gonna they're gonna want to make it dramatic. It's just more entertaining in a way. And I kind of like the fact that they were because they're such good friends, they're able to just dance around and have fun without it being anything.
I think it's their friendship is the most important thing. Yeah. Regardless of everything they've been through. And they go through so much in this one too. And I think it is a lot of compromise. They keep their friendship intact with compromise.
And I think it's also goals. They know what they're aiming for. and they kind of work through the bumps and stuff in between it. Well, there's some huge bumps, but like they make it through being friends and stuff like that and working through everything. So maybe, like he said, perseverance. It's just dealing with it and knowing what you're going for.